is fun. It's for everybody, just like any sport. You can't say no before you even try. There are many tryouts that you should try to attend, and anybody can join and do it. If you can't attend every single tryout, you can go to some of them and just keep on improving. You will like it and enjoy it, and the problems are challenging, lots of fun, and you can ask your parents to see if they get it. Before, when I was in 6th grade, I would ask my dad to help me with the problems and teach me how to do them, but now I can do them by myself, and some of the challenging problems he can't even do. So is it too difficult? At the beginning it seems hard and overwhelming, but as you practice more you will get better. The problems will get harder as you progress, but you'll get better too, so they'll be doable. Most of the contents are basic, but it's the thinking process and thinking logically and training your brain to work faster that's the challenging part. Is it too easy? It gets easier as you go, but it's never too easy to get perfect scores. You always get to learn something new and find different ways to solve problems. Even though some problems appear to be easy, you still have to be very careful and not make silly mistakes. Like this year when I was at the state competition, I was 12th place, but there was one problem that I made a really stupid mistake, and that costed me to make the top 10. So yeah, accuracy is the key, and you always have to make sure you try to check your work. You'll always be able to find a challenge in the problems. You should always be focused and never give up. It's like brain gymnastics. Your brain gets more flexible and sharper as you go, so you can process lots of information, and it will get you ready for high school math, in my opinion. Even if you only have about 30 minutes every day to practice math, just stay concentrated and don't just look at the problem and say that you can't do it. Keep on trying different ways to solve it, and eventually you will be able to get it. My friends who took the SAT already said that it was easy for them to get an 800 in math, and they were on the math team, even as a 7th or 8th grader, so I think it is useful. I haven't taken the SAT yet, but I think it will be helpful. Before you try to do it fast, you have to make sure you can do the problems correctly. So don't just try to race through all the problems. Make sure you can do each problem and try to get the right answer. Be accurate. Do you have a problem with it? Then solve it. Problem solving is everything. The steps that I use to solve difficult problems is find a strategy to tackle the problem, simplify it to simple math concepts that you know, solve it step by step, show your work. Showing your work is really important because if you have time at the end, if your work is really organized, you can look back and see your mistakes if you made any mistakes. And then at the end, when you solve it, you feel good if it was a hard problem. You should never be afraid of a problem. The most fun part of math competitions, in my opinion, is the team round. Several contests have a team round, which is the fun part. You get to work with the team of smart kids just like you, if not smarter, and solve more challenging problems together as a team, just like any sport. I know I'm smart, but there are many smarter kids at Clark, so just try your best to work well with them, and it will benefit you. I work well as a team, which is one reason why I also made the math team. So working together well is a key part of the math competition. And teammates should encourage each other. You guys are there together to work together as a team. Winning or not winning. You might have not won a trophy or a prize, but you didn't lose anything either. It is not easy to win, based on my experience. In 6th grade, I did not win anything, and it prepared me for 7th grade and 8th grade, because in 7th grade, I got a full score and emblem on varsity, and then on 8th grade, I school and that. And you gain the experience that, and you can only get better and better. So if you don't win anything, it doesn't really matter because you still gain the knowledge from those competitions. Relatively speaking, it is hard to win, but eventually it does pay off in the long run. But what did I gain? Not just math, but confidence. Now I'm confident in myself. And before, in 6th grade, I was like, oh wow,
The
everyone.
library will be closing in 15
Everyone in
minutes
8th
at
grade
5 o'clock
is so
p.m.
smart, and I'll never be able to make the math counts team, or I'll never be able to go to states. But now, after working so hard and making the team, I feel more confident in my math skills, and it really pays off. I also learned great thinking strategies, and when I see a hard problem, I know different ways to try to solve it, and it makes solving the problems much easier. I also got lots of new friends from the math team, and we can talk about math and other stuff and hang out together. I also gained competition experience and how to perform under pressure, because there's a lot of pressure when you're on the team for the competition, because Mr. Frost pushes you hard and expects you to do well. So from doing these, I think that I've grown and became less nervous when it comes to competitions. And it kind of helped me manage my time better, because even though in 7th grade and 8th grade you get more homework and more schoolwork, I still could fit in more math time, and I learned that I have to manage my time in order to practice my math and also finish all my work and play sport. And after all, there are some bonuses, which are my plaques with my name on them and trophies, and it feels awesome.